Liam and Steffi Part 437, a new Sally Spectra. The wait is over. We're back. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, I've heard this song in so long. I love it. The Bold Breakdown. We're here. We're back. Hello, you guys. The Bold and Beautiful After Show here at AFTERBUZZ TV. AFTERBUZZTV.com. I am James Lott Jr., your host, and I am back. Welcome to 2017. Oh my God, Happy New Year. But I am here, and I'm so glad to be back with you guys. Thanks for your patience over the holiday weekend. And James going around the world. I've been traveling, as you guys know. Many of you guys follow me. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. So thank you so much. Hello to all of my co-hosts out there. I see some people in here. I see Candy Poo and Gisela and Ethel. And you guys are all there. You guys are there for me. I'm so happy. I'm waiting for the chat to come up so I can see more. What's going on there? Let's see what comes up. But in the meantime, you're watching the Bold Breakdown, and we're here on AFTERBUZZ TV. We're Bold and Beautiful After Show. You can use the hashtag the Bold Breakdown on Twitter, and my hashtag, of course, is James Lott Jr. My handle. And of course, we have a Facebook page, which is the Bold Breakdown. You guys have been liking it since we've been off the air. Thank you so much for doing that. I really, really appreciate it. And then also, I just want to thank everybody for the BB mini spotlights I've been doing. I've been doing some with you guys while we're off the air to kind of hold everybody over until, we come back. And you guys have rewarded me with over 5,000 views on the little snippets of shows that I've done with you guys. It's been amazing. Oh my God. You guys, it's crazy. Oh, I see more names. I see Michelle D. I see Rodelli. Oh my God, you guys are here. Ethel, you guys are all here. I love it. And yes, it was just been so wonderful. You guys have been giving me the love. And I put out a new B&B Mini Spotlight on the Spectra. So you guys were wondering who Sally Spectra was, and I posted that today, so you can go online and see that. Amber's baby. Hello, Amber's baby. It's so good to see you. But thank you. So we are back. We're going to get into the week. I like this week on Bold and Beautiful. You guys, of course, are my co-hosts. You guys tell me what you think, of course, as we're talking about these things. And I have some great flashback clips. You guys love my clips, and I found some good ones. That'll be good. Candace Mack. Hi, Candace Mack. Yes. Okay. So there won't be a lot in Los Angeles today. I had an idea, but I'm not going to do it. So I'll bring it back next week when we come back on that segment. And I'm also working on some great guests to come on the show, too, this month. So I'll keep you posted on that, too. So let's get right into it. Monday and Tuesday. It was, now, Eric Forrester, of course, was off in Young and the Restless in Genoa City, helping out Lauren. Some of you guys were like, who's Lauren? And what's going on? Well, Lauren used to be on Bold and Beautiful, and she originated from Young and the Restless. And so he was over there. So the beginning action was Ridge and Quinn and Katie. And I love how Katie, well, everybody's getting suspicious of Ridge and Quinn's kind of turnaround. And, because when Katie walked in, they were kind of laughing and twirling and having a good old time. The chemistry between Torsten K and Rena Sofer is actually really good. I'm mesmerized on how this storyline is going to unfold. But I'm so torn, and I don't know if you guys are torn also. I'm torn because I like Eric and Quinn together and what that represents for Quinn. So I'm having a hard time because I don't want anything to mess that up, of course. But then Ridge and Quinn, what a nice change of like, they're kind of falling for each other. Or are they? Is Ridge just playing along? But I don't think he is. I think he really does. And Gisela, I kind of agree with you. Ridge and Quinn are your favorite couple. I'm kind of feeling that too right now. They're really working it out. And I love how Katie is seeing something. She's kind of seeing something. She's like, what's going on there? And then Ridge tries to question her about her and Eric. See, I don't know, you guys. I said it before. I don't want Eric and Katie together. He's already been with Donna. He's already been with Brooke. I know it's very Bold and Beautiful to do this. I don't want that to happen. So yeah, Ethel, they kind of have ruined Eric and Quinn. I will agree with you on that. They kind of have at this point. Yeah, but Katie has been nosy. She's become a drinker. But something that's so funny. And so you guys talk about some stuff in here already. We're going to talk about that in a second because it's some good stuff that you guys bring it up. And then the other thing that happened, of course, was the imagination. I thought it was for real at first of Ridge and Quinn making out. I was like, oh my God, this is happening again. It was kind of crazy. But Ridge actually leaves and nothing happens there. And Liam and Steffi, they're engaged. The ring is pretty. Do you guys like the ring? I think the ring is really pretty. They flash back to their 2 weddings they had. And so they make lunch and have a good time there. On Tuesday, Zende and Thomas are back, full in now. And Zende wants Nicole. How are you guys feeling about that? Because I'm like, even though he tries to explain to her, yeah, he cheated on her, and this time, I'll be yours. This time, really? I mean, like, I just hope she doesn't fall for it in a way. I mean, oh my God. It's just like if she falls for it, how dumb is she? It's like, come on, don't do that. It's just kind of, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Thomas is kind of stuck because they haven't brought Caroline back. Caroline and Douglas are in New York still. And he's feeling certain ways about the whole Steffi thing, which I think this part of the storyline, I'm really liking. So I'm really liking that. Let's see. Nicole and Wyatt. Nicole and Wyatt, yes. Why not? I totally see it. I could totally see that, Giselle. I like that. Nicole has a bad wig. They didn't press her hair out correctly or something. Yeah, something's going on there. Sally, Wyatt, and Nicole. Because the new Sally Spectra. Okay, I can see something there. Yes, that wig should be in the trash. You like the Steve engagement. It was cute. It was cutesy. I have no problem with Liam and Steffi. I have no problem with them together, obviously. I just think it's really interesting because it's their 3rd time, so it's 3rd time a charm. I guess we'll see what happened there. Eric comes back for Generous City, of course, and they make Ridge co-CEO. So I like what's being set up. I like the fact that when he talks to Steffi, Ridge and Steffi are fine. She's kind of taken back at first, but father-daughter and the tradition of Eric and Ridge working together, now father-daughter working together. But I also like the fact that it's the daughter because mostly it's usually patriarchal, usually very maternal, very paternal, very man. And so I kind of like that they're doing this whereas the daughter is kind of the heir apparent and not the son. So I'm liking that Thomas is feeling a certain way. I think it should be. Oh, Steffi has a bad wig. Oh, that's so funny. So I kind of like that. Then this redheaded chick comes up and calls Thomas Bucko. I've been seeing online, it's so funny, the reaction. I did a BB Mini Spotlight for the Spectras, and I'm getting mixed reaction. People are liking it, and there are people who don't like the Spectras. They're against it. I feel because this year's the 30th anniversary of Bold and Beautiful. They wanted to revisit that major part of the history, which of course was Sally Spectra and her clan. And I just think it's funny that they're bringing them on. I know there's some characters on the show that need some airtime, of course, but this should be really interesting. Hi Jacob, I'm glad you made it. So it's just kind of really interesting. Maurice Barnett, Thomas has no reason to think he should be considered an executive position. Rick is one. Yeah, well, I like this set. I like this how interesting this is because Rick is a son. Rick is the next generation, where Thomas and Steffi are the 3rd generation. So, but Steffi's being treated as if she's part of the 2nd generation. I kind of agree with you on that, Maurice, that it's kind of, it should be. Rick feels bad. We'll talk about that later on this week, too. Rick feels bad, too, which he has a right to. I'm just saying I think Thomas should feel a certain way, though, because he's being passed over for Steffi. And a guy would feel kind of an ego about it. I mean, I think it's good drama, and I think as you guys are saying here already, it's leading to something else. I always call Thomas the new Thorn. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but it's like Steffi is Ridge, and Thorn and Thomas is Thorn. I think they're setting it up again that way. But Thomas says he works as hard as Steffi does, and it's crazy. Well, this chick with the red hair comes in there and she calls her auntie. Now, the real life person who played Sally Spectra, the original, Dolly Connolly, is no longer with us. So obviously that was a stunt double, and the voice was somebody was doing the voice. But I love how they don't say the name, but I think we all knew because we saw the red hair and her attitude. And then she finally says, when she let's get the check, that she's Sally Spectra. So I thought it was kind of fun entrance to her. I like the actress already, Courtney Hope. I think that's what her name is. I kind of like her already. And And I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see where this kind of goes. We'll talk more about that because it was a very Spectra week this week, very Spectra. So we'll talk about that in a second. Well, my first flashback, you guys, just kind of explain, it's just a fun scene between Stephanie, oh, I miss our Susan Flannery, and Lauren, played by Tracy Bregman, back from 1998. Let's go ahead and show that clip.
Time and time again, I've put your happiness ahead of mine. Well, not this time. You forget it. You blew your chance with Eric twice. You bitch! Yeah, the truth hurts, doesn't it? You didn't have to stop the wedding. You could have gone on. You could have accepted his apology, but not the great Stephanie Forrester, leader of the self-righteous way. Well, wake up, Stephanie. You've lost him. And you know, I was actually feeling sorry for you. And now all I can think about is Eric. And how happy I am that he dodged that bullet having to marry you again. Shut up! You shut up and get out of here with your filthy lies and your filthy way of living. I want you the hell out of my house. I don't want to see your face again. Get your hands off of me.
Well, you know they live in Los Angeles. There's always a pool. There's some pool action. It's like, bye. So I just want to show that scene. So they had animosity because, you know, Lauren was dating Eric, and there was a whole thing there. But Stephanie was about to remarry Eric, and it was a whole big mess, and she blamed Lauren for it, and there's a lot of fun there with that one. I love that. Okay, so we go on to Wednesday, and on Wednesday, Thomas and Ridge have their talk, and Thomas is upset. So he's like, I don't fit in here. So you guys are right. I kind of agree with you. They are actually, I think, leading towards him leaving and going towards Spectra. But my thing is going to be him and Rick both leaving, defecting, and not just, back then it was just Thorne. So I wonder if it's going to be like both of them going, we're both disgruntled. Why are we here? And going, I think they both should go. I think it'd be a lot of fun. They both went. It'd be a lot of fun. And Liam and Steffi talk. Everybody's getting the aftermath of Ridge becoming co-CEO with Steffi. And then, of course, we have Sally Spectra, the new Sally Spectra. The fake Sally, well, I call her fake Sally, but the girl who, you know, we don't know who played her, was on an island with some Campana boys. The choice, they made the choice not to kill Sally Spectra, the character. So it's kind of, I wish Johnny Colony was alive and she could do the show, but they do some inspired casting. This new Sally Spectra is a designer. She's a big fan of her aunt, and they want to look at the Spectra building and save it and bring back to their former glory. In comes her grandmother, played by my buddy Patricia Darbo. I'm so excited. Many of you know her from Days of Our Lives, playing Nancy Wesley. She's been back on that show recently too. So Homegirl is working. But she plays Shirley Spectra as Sally's sister, and it's inspired. Like, all these years I was thinking, why didn't it happen before? Well, all these years, why didn't they think of that before? It's inspired casting. I love it. And they have the audio flashbacks. They have the video flashbacks. They get to the building, and it's like it's the 80s all over again. It's just so wonderful. Oh my God. And it's just so, oh my God, it's just so great. And CJ is back. Mick Cain, oh my God, he looks great. At first I was like, is that him? Yes, Candace Beck, I agree with you. I was happy to see CJ. I was like, oh my God, that's him. So I was very happy to see him, and he's back, and he was just to blow it down, get rid of it, and goodbye. I just think we kind of just be done. But I was kind of like, CJ, I'm like that. It's like I was like, okay. Very realistic conversation, just saying that this building was what it was, and he doesn't have the kind of drive and chutzpah that his mother had. And I mean, the flashbacks, everything. It's just like, wow. I mean, it was amazing. It was just kind of fun. And he says he'll give her 6 months to revive Spectra Fashions. 6 months. Meanwhile, Thomas says to people, he's like, it's his time. He's not happy about that. And that's where we were midweek. Yes, CJ looked great. You guys agree with me? He looked great. I was like, he didn't age a bit. Oh my God, it was a crazy talk. This next flashback is from 1992. And it's little Sally and Stephanie. Let's go ahead and show that clip.
But now I'll tell you something. I'm glad she didn't turn out like you. Because that would make her nothing but a cold, cruel, vindictive woman.
You've always been jealous of me, Sally. Jealous of me and my family and our position. Just leave, please.
Just... Are you? A woman who has to live vicariously through her own children? Whose husband left her for a woman young enough to be her daughter? Jealous. You're pathetic.
You know what's pathetic, Sally? A woman that begs and grovels for respect and all the time lies, cheats, steals, and clings to some gigolo. That's pathetic, and that's you. And this town knows it, and everyone laughs at you. I have nothing but contempt and pity for you. Now I want you to get the hell out of my house.
Contempt? Pity? I'll show you contempt, you...
Another pool scene. That laugh is hilarious. That laugh makes me laugh every time. So I just want to show that scene. And yeah, there's a lot of water happening. You know, it's Los Angeles. You know, we all have pools. If you watched Melrose Place, we had the same thing happen there too. The show. So yes, it's yes, it's just so much fun. I'm gonna do that. Okay, they end up actually having respect for each other by the time she left the show and all that stuff. They learned to get ready. Okay, now on Thursday, we had Brooke came back. So she's back. She had been seeing Hope, and like, okay, she's back. Now, you know, I'm getting excited because when Brooke started seeing little things with Quinn, like, what's going on here? She was like, There was a family meeting, and so Steffi, people are still kind of like, why is Quinn still pulling the strings? But we get to see Rick and Maya and Zendi and Nicole and Thomas and Pam, and Eric even mentioned Sally Spectre, so they're getting it ready. They're getting the whole thing geared up. How things have been so quiet. There hasn't really been any major, competition. And it's been just really, really calm. Like, okay, oh my God. Yeah, so it's really interesting. So, Candace Mack, I agree with you. Yes, Stephanie and Sally fights were everything. Can't wait for the next generation of Sally Jr. and Steffi. Can you imagine? I know when it gets to that part, two female CEOs. Oh my God, it'd be great. Yes, and there's a famous scene where Sally gave Stephanie the worst haircut in history, but in real life, it was to explain Susan Flannery's new haircut. Of course, her haircut was obviously nice and fresh and new, but Sally Spectre actually ushered into where Stephanie has a new haircut and lasted the rest of her reign on the show. So yeah, they were drinking, having a good time. But yeah, so Rick is pissed. Thomas is pissed. Everybody's not happy. Brooke's looking at Quinn like, what is going on with you and my man? Meanwhile, the flashbacks aplenty. Thank you so much. I have now done every soap during a major milestone year. I did Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and the rest of it. So this is great because it's 30 years of Bold and Beautiful. And they really didn't skip on the flashbacks. And it was so great to see Darla and Saul and CJ and Thor and everybody from back in the day, and it was just like, oh my God. CJ, of course, is being kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen, but Sally has the thing, and they have to find a Saul, and they found a Saul. It was kind of funny. CJ says it's weird saying your name. Now that part, that's my only little mini rant. They're cousins. They've known each other. Why would you say it's weird saying your name? I mean, you've been saying it. I mean, her name is Sally Spectre. You've been saying it as long as you've known her. Why all of a sudden now it's weird? I think they could have said something like, it's weird seeing you here in the original Sally Spectre's office, and that's your name. Like, that kind of was kind of like, it's weird saying your name. Like, what's your cousin? I mean, why is it weird? I'm a James Lott Jr. I mean, it's the same as my father. I mean, it's kind of crazy, so I don't know. But the flashbacks were so good. Oh my God. It was just the 80s and the 90s, all the hair and the fashion shows. Because we talked about this last year about how there should be more fashion shows on Bold and Beautiful. They used to have more, I think, if you guys kind of agree. There used to be more. And so that's what the show's all about the fashion shows. So hopefully they'll bring more now with this Spectre Fashions. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Meanwhile, on Friday, The family's not happy about what's going on at Ridge. No one can understand the change of heart that's going on. Fun Dollar Bill is back, and him and Stephanie and Liam are having lunch or dinner. He wants to do an engagement party so he can see Brooke. I love it. It's kind of funny. And the Spectres are trying to find people. There's a tall French woman in work. They found Saul's grandson, Saul Feinberg, and he has a crush already on Sally Jr. He likes her. It's kind of fun. And Thomas and Rick are talking. Like I said, I have a feeling they're going to defect. And because Thomas runs into Sally again, and at the very end figures out that that's her name is Sally Spectre. Meanwhile, Quinn and Ridge, Quinn is all flustered, and they start talking, and of course Brooke walks in and demands to know what is going on. So I'm like, it's going to be when Brooke gets involved, this should not be pretty. Because, I mean, Ridge did all this work to get Brooke back. Maybe Bill will come on top. Right, you guys? So, you guys, I see you guys are in here talking about Liam a lot. And it seems like he's a character you guys either really hate or really like. I haven't seen anybody in between. So, it's going to be interesting to see where this goes with Liam and Stephanie. Will they get married? Do you guys see that? Do you see them really actually getting married? And do they really belong together? I mean, like, if they brought Hope back, would that change everything? That's kind of funny. Yes, the Bold and Beautiful will have 4 families: the Forrester, Spectre, Spencers, and Avants. Even though we haven't seen the Avants since the beginning of time, besides the daughters, of course. You don't think Rick is going anywhere, Ethel? You think he's going to stay? So just maybe Thomas will defect. I wonder if they're going to try to put Thomas and Sally Spectre Jr. together. Even though I'm still holding out, I'd like Thomas and Sasha together. I was a fan. So I was a fan. Nikisha, I agree with you. The Ridge and Quinn storyline is just the bomb. It's just so crazy. So, okay, I'm going to show you another clip. And then we'll finish wrapping up talking about what's going on. Yeah, Sally Jr. and Carter. Okay, I'm with that one too. Okay, so this clip is of me. Patricia Darbo is a friend of mine, and actually I've interviewed her twice, but I met her over 20 years ago. So here's a clip of what I showed her on this. So I put it together. So Patricia and I met, if you saw our interview 10 months ago together, we met in 1999, and she was the nicest person. She won that year at the Soap Opera Digest Awards for Best Female Newcomer. So she did win an award. 20 years apart of each other. And we met again about 10 months ago, and we had to interview. So I put it together.
I have that picture on my piano right by my statue.
Oh, how exciting.
I thought it was fun. It's really nice.
So that's, look at us. So that's over the years. And
I know. Like I said last time, I've lost weight. and it sort of looks like my color has just wavered a little bit. So.
We look good together.
We do.
Good. So I just want to bring
what
that
a cute couple.
Yeah, so we're a cute couple. Let them start talking. Do it. Start talking. So I wanted to show that. It was something that I gave to her, and we took pictures together from 20 years apart or whatever. And she's the nicest lady. I'm working to get her on the show here. But Inspire Casting playing Shirley Spectra, perfect. But so you didn't like Sasha and Thomas together. Interesting. I liked them together. I thought. But I think this Thomas Sally Jr. thing is going to kind of happen. I think that's where they're going, and I don't mind with him. I don't mind him with somebody quirky, because Pearson Forde is so good looking, and he's like 6'12" in real life and everything. Yeah, I don't mind them being being together. Liam's character has changed in a big way. People won't be happy to leave him just as Hope on screen. Yeah, people are really adamant about how they are not fans of Liam. I mean, I've seen not just you guys in here, but I've seen it online. And it's Scott Clifton's doing a great job, I think, is playing Liam, but people are really not happy with him. So crazy. But I'm sorry, I'm a Sasha Thomas person. I really hold out for them, but I don't think they're going there because and the Avants, like, where are they? Where are the parents? They're great actors. They need to come back on the show. And right now, Maya is just a talk to you at the moment. Even Nicole has more of a storyline than Maya does. I mean, come on, Maya came on with such a splash. So maybe she'll step up. Maybe they'll step it up a little bit with her. And is Maya a lead model? Who knows? I don't know. Good question. I have no idea what's going on with her. They've made Liam into a character that needs a hug and a slap. That's funny. I like that. That's really funny. So I don't know. Right now, Bold and Beautiful it's a half-hour soap. They have not a large cast, but they have a large enough cast where they need to rotate people out. And right now, some people are getting more time because I'm like, where's Wyatt? What happened to him? Where's Ivy? You know me on this show. Usually I bring people's names up and then can they come back on the show at some point? Where's Deacon? I was like, Deacon needs to be back on the show. He needs to be on the show. He's in the opening credits. He needs to be on the show, just to be kneeling at Quinn at her mess. He needs to. My Nicole will be on this week. Well, that's good. I guess we'll see more of them. That'll be good. But I'm really excited to see if this Quinn Ridge thing, if something comes out. I wonder if Brooke really is on to him. Yeah, Scott is an amazing actor. Yeah, he needs to be cleaned up a little. I agree with you on that. He's an amazing actor. I like every show he's been on. I like. So I just think they're not really giving. Same with Maya. Kendra Mosley's a great actress also, and they need to give her more. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, bring back Carter. You know, we had Lawrence St. Victor in here. I mean, bring back Carter. He would work it out. Had Bold did it right, Thomas Caroline would have been a great couple. I agree with you on that too. And it's funny when Ridge brought up Caroline. I'm like, oh, you remember Caroline? And he was like, yeah, when I stepped aside, it wasn't easy for me. Like, it wasn't. I couldn't tell from the way they wrote it. Couldn't tell. Where's Taylor? I know, exactly. Where's Taylor? Love to have her back on the show, too. Where's she come back for the wedding? If there's a wedding from Liam and Steffi. I know it's a third wedding, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. Caroline, don't know what she's doing either. I follow Lindsay Godfrey on Snapchat, and she's had a good time, but there's people that need to have come back on the show. Like, where are they? Because Deacon's still in the credits, so presumably he's still on the show. And Scott is a friend of mine, so we talk here and there, but I don't know why he's not on. It's kind of crazy. So that was, it went by fast, but that was the week that was here for Bold and the Beautiful, a Bold Breakdown here on AfterBuzz TV. I'm so glad you guys took it out with me and have been so supportive while I take care of some stuff off camera. I love doing this show. I love Bold and the Beautiful. I have some great things planned for 2017 for this show. I'm working really hard on here. You guys really are the best. You guys help me usher out the soap block this every Sunday with Edition Days, GH Report, Restless Wrap Up, and Bold Breakdown. You guys, you can follow us, of course, on our Facebook page as you've been doing. Please continue sharing the Facebook page to other people. I know there's a lot of Bold and Beautiful fans out there. There's a lot of. I've been following all the Facebook groups of Bold and Beautiful. If you know one that I don't know of, message it to me, let me know, and I'll follow it. And I will make sure it gets a little shout out there. You guys, you can follow me at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.